So Donald Trump has a new theory as to why he appears so much in the Epstein files, and that is because of writer Michael Wolff. Now, he is trying to claim that Michael Wolff led to him being in the files and basically that it's all made up. And he once again is saying that the files actually exonerate him. They don't. And he thinks that somehow one writer was able to come up with enough stuff to make it appear that Donald Trump did all of these horrendous things. Now, that's just not the case. The truth of the matter is Donald Trump is in the files more than likely because he did some of these horrendous things, that he was there, or at least he was accused of doing these things. Now, this idea that he is somehow a victim of Michael Wolff is ridiculous, but he's talking about suing Michael Wolff among other people. And of course, he's threatening to sue because that's his tactic, right? He wants to drag things out into litigation and figure, well, I'm going to get some money out of it if nothing else. Now, is this going to work? No. Is he in the files? Yes. And there are tons of things that prove he is in the files and that they were trying to redact Donald Trump from being in there. In fact, there was one image that was clearly of Donald Trump where they have redacted his face. Now, it wasn't of him doing anything wrong. It was just like a picture of him giving a speech. But they very clearly redacted Donald Trump's face for no reason. Donald Trump is flailing at this point. He's hoping against hope that anything or anybody, that anything he says or anybody will believe what he says about these files, that he's not actually in there, that it's not as bad. He knows it's only a matter of time, I think, before the public turns on him, and he's not going to be perceived very well. That's what he cares about. It's not about whether or not he did anything. He just knows that right now being connected to Epstein is a negative, and he can't have that on his ego. If it was the other way around and being connected to Epstein would be viewed positively, he'd be bragging about he was best friends with Epstein and oh, how they palled around and everything else. That is who he is. This idea that this author, Michael Wolff, somehow is the sole person responsible for Donald Trump being in the files is ridiculous because these files come from multiple sources. Some of them are witness complaints where they talked to the FBI, witness statements, etc. Some were tips that were called in. Michael Wolff couldn't have done all of that, and anybody who thinks about it for more than half a second should be able to realize that. Now, his supporters in MAGA won't realize it because they believe any word that he says, and this is just going to be the next thing we hear out of them.